General, India's External Affairs Minister has dialed his counterpart in Israel and Iran, expressing concern and calling for a de-escalation. The government has also ordered a temporary pause on employment agreement between India and Israel. Our colleague Parikshit, who's been tracking that, joins us now with the latest. Parikshit, the External Affairs Minister reaching out to his counterpart in Iran, trying to ascertain the future as far as those 17 hostages are concerned who were held hostage by the Iranian military. And of course, this agreement inked between India and Israel, which allowed for workers from India to move into Israel. What becomes of that now?
Well, there's a lot at stake for India, both from an energy, shipping, supply chain point of view, and also from the point of view of its own citizens. We have 18,000 Indian nationals, including students, working and studying in Israel. You've got another 4,000 in Iran itself. What happens immediately to those 17 Indian nationals on board the Portugal-flagged ship linked to Israel, which has been seized by Iranian authorities? The Indian Foreign Minister, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar has taken up this matter with Iran, seeking the early release of those Indian nationals, those Indian crew members on board MRS Aries, but we haven't heard of them so far. We haven't heard on when they are likely to be released. Then you have at least 64 Indians who had left because of a work agreement between India and Israel. They had left on the 2nd of April. They continue to be there. India has not called them back so far, or is not arranging their repatriation. They have only asked those Indian nationals to stay safe. But the agreement itself has been put on an unofficial pause. It hasn't been announced formally by the Indian government, but yes, there is a temporary pause, and this is what sources tell us. And this is because the Indian government has advised all Indian nationals to not travel to Iran and Israel at all at this point in time. So you've got a large number of workers that we really need to think of at this stage. Helpline numbers have been put up by the Indian Embassy in Israel, Indian Embassy in Iran, for Indian nationals to stay safe. We're not calling back anybody from Iran or Israel at this point in time. We're only asking all our citizens to register with the embassies, not travel ourselves. The External Affairs Minister has had conversation with foreign ministers of both countries. We've expressed very serious concern about the escalation. We're definitely worried about what's going to happen. But the immediate worry and the immediate diplomatic focus is going to be on the Indian nationals, especially those who are caught up on board that ship.
All right, Parikshit, appreciate you joining us. Crude oil prices, meanwhile, cooled